Joe Manchin, as much as or more than Kyrsten Sinema, has become an obstacle to Joe Biden's agenda. There's really no other way to say it. And I think he's enjoying it. He seems to love going on the Sunday shows. He seems to love having the amount of power that he has because of this razor thin majority, 50-50, with Kamala Harris as the tie-breaking vote in the Senate. Well, if you can imagine anything more privileged, I don't really know what to call it. Over the weekend, Senator Manchin emerged from his yacht called the Almost Heaven to have some real conversations with West Virginians who kayaked out to his yacht every single day of the week. This is just depressing on so many levels. Let's take a listen. This is Joe Manchin talking to West Virginians from his yacht.
Let me talk if you can. Where are y'all from? Anybody from West Virginia? We have
Yes.
any West Virginians?
We have a lot of West Virginians.
God bless you all. But gang, we're working hard. We really are. We're going to continue to in good faith. We want to get a good bill that's a balanced bill, that's well done. And I know it won't be enough for some, and it'll be too much for others. In West Virginia, West Virginia's a little bit different than it used to be.
There's a lot of poverty. What are you going to do for the poor in West Virginia?
We're going to be working everything we can to create good opportunities.
And we need to tax the rich.
Oh, I agree with that. I definitely agree. That's the one number thing we should be doing is fixing the tax code so everybody pays their fair share. We should be also negotiating for lower drug prices. We should be doing all these things.
They need that. Hold pharma accountable.
I agree with you 1,000%. We're all on the same page, gang. We really are.
I in my yacht and you on your kayaks, even though I'm getting in the way of all these bills, we really are on the same page.
Dental, vision, and hearing coverage to Medicare, that's a real opportunity that we can do.
Well, we have, here, let me just explain on that one. We will get to that eventually, but right now we can't even take care of it. It's going to go broke in 2026. Let us fix and repair that
That's not true. Tax the rich.
first. We're taxing the rich. I agree. We're going to make the rich and the famous pay.
But how much is it? They can cover this. You can cover that. 1%, not in 26. So when you think about it, we just passed a Pentagon budget.
All right. So as you can tell, the conversation's not really going too far. But of course, the imagery of Joe Manchin as the guy standing in the way, not only generally of an infrastructure bill and a spending bill as big as what many Democrats and Joe Biden want. It's not just that Joe Manchin is generally standing in the way. Joe Manchin is standing in the way of West Virginians who are his constituents from getting that, who so desperately need it, and talking about it from the back of his yacht. Okay, you can't have more insidious imagery than this. And I hate to say this, West Virginia is a disaster. I'm not going after the people of West Virginia. What I'm telling you is West Virginia needs this. West Virginia is ranked 47th out of 50 in healthcare in terms of access, quality, and public health. 47 out of 50. 50 is the worst, not the best, just to be clear. West Virginia is ranked 45th out of 50 in terms of education, as far as higher ed and pre-K through 12 are concerned. As far as infrastructure, West Virginia is dead last, 50th out of 50 American states. That's based on energy, internet access, and transportation. So I could go on and on. But the point is that West Virginia is one of the states that most desperately needs this spending, education, healthcare. And hilariously, or maybe not hilariously, maybe it's more a tragedy, West Virginia is one of the biggest takers. If states had welfare queens, it's not a term that I actually believe in, it's an old trope from Reagan. But in any case, if states had welfare queens, West Virginia is one of the biggest welfare queens. West Virginia is the 5th most dependent state on money from the federal government. Big, strong, independent. No, actually, they are highly dependent on federal money. And this is the guy that they have from his yacht saying, we don't need to do that yet. And maybe we'll get to this, or maybe we will get to that. West Virginia is not well served by Joe Manchin. The country is not well served by Joe Manchin. But yet I'm not going to forget the reality. You all know that I'm also a pragmatist. If you primary Joe Manchin with Bernie and somehow Bernie wins among Democrats in West Virginia, then you get a Republican in that seat. And so we are in this conundrum. And I continue to believe really the path forward is if Manchin's the Democrat that we can get in West Virginia, then there need to be other seats won from other states that are more moderate. Sure, take an all of the above approach. I'm not saying don't do that. But we often end up in that conundrum. We're going to have more of this clip of Manchin addressing the peons from his yacht on our Instagram. You can find us at David Pakman Show on Instagram. Find me on Instagram at david.pakman.